How's it going, you beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. It's Anthony. It's been a while now since I've done a React video, but I've kind of just been slacking off on the YouTube front. I'm getting back into the game now. Anyways, we're just gonna jump right into this React video today. We've got one of those channels that I've grown up watching. It's the YouTube channel Casually Explained, and today we're watching the video about levels of wealth. Let's get into it.
When we think of money, it's usually in terms of what things we can buy with it. But your level of wealth doesn't only determine what you own, it can determine entirely what your life looks like, and I wanted to give a bit of an overview of what that could look like at some different intervals. Now, at the bottom of the pyramid, of course, we have the alcoholic, amphetamine-abusing lowlife who mooch off public services because they can't pay their debts or find a job.
Damn, he just explained me to a T. You know, I don't partake in drugs or drinking or anything like that, but mooching off the general public, like, I still live at home, you know, this is the basement of my parents' house. Mooching off people until I've made it is basically where I'm at in my life.
Fucking grad students. Disgusting. Next we have the working and middle class, which makes up about 90% of the population. Even though it might seem like they can't accomplish much compared to the elites of society, members of the middle class can work together to become much more powerful. As an example, with one roommate they can afford rent, but with two they can afford furniture.
I don't know if this guy saw the future when he was making this video. This is too true in today's society. It's even gotten worse since like 6 or 7 years ago when this video came out. Now, two people, you afford a place to live. You don't get the furniture till you get that third roommate.
The middle class earns up to $300,000 a year, but the median individual income is a lot more modest at $38,000. This can be pretty misleading though, because if you're 50 with a wife and 2 kids, $38K a year is pretty rough. But if you're 21 and single, you're buying resale Yeezys thinking, man, I wonder how much sex I'd have if I didn't live with my parents. So in conjunction, I think there are a couple
Every single thing that he says in this video is just spot on. Just fucking nailed it on the head.
lifestyle indicators to check to see if you're in the middle class, such as your grandparents had 5 kids, your parents had 3 kids, and you're gonna put a stop to it once and for all.
I mean, the math is mathin' as of right now. My grandparents had, each set of grandparents had about 5 kids. My parents now had 4 kids, which is one more than in the video. Currently, I'm 25, almost 26 years old, and none of my siblings have kids, including me, that we know of.
And you don't have an emergency fund because you figure that if you're on vacation, your appendix gives out, why would you spend $20K on surgery when you could just die? So moving beyond the middle class, we get to the start of your truly wealthy people. These are the notorious 1% who typically have an individual income of $300,000 or higher, or a net worth of over $8 million.
Okay, that net worth thing, game changer right there. $8 million net worth, now that's a significant amount of money. As a person who grew up kind of really poor, $8 million net worth would just be dream come true. That's, you know, you've made it. I don't know, it just seems like it's such an absurd amount of money, like $8 million.
This means you have more than one home, active investments, travel whenever you want, and basically have the best of everything short of private jets and a Battlefront 2 season pass. But in the same way someone in the arts might wave their fist at an accomplished engineer, there's a huge difference between people within the 1%. As an example, if you're worth $75 million, you have the ability to see almost anyone in the world just by asking. But if you're worth $75 billion, you have the ability to see almost anyone in the world without asking.
I like how he threw some shade at, you know, all the billionaires out there in the world. It's amazing.
Once you're worth over $100 million, people use your first and last name when they talk about you. And if you're not famous, you at least have a Wikipedia page that you didn't make yourself. You likely make up to $10 million a year, which to compare with a more normal income is like going to Costco and paying $1.50 for a hot dog, but getting 100 hot dogs.
I love Costco hot dogs. That would be great if I could go out there, give them $1.50 and get 100 of those things right now. Damn, it's making me hungry.
I don't know why I left that in. At this point, your wealth is almost magnetic to more wealth, and ironically, things start costing less. I could pay $5,000 for a Gucci suit, and people might think I'm cool, but if I were actually cool, Gucci would have paid me to wear it. While it sounds pretty great, you might start to wonder if people like you for you, or only like you because you're rich and famous. Fortunately though, you are rich and famous.
Pros and cons, I don't know. I feel like I'd rather take a whole bunch of money and nobody really caring what I do instead of nobody caring what I do and not having any money.
So finally, at the very top of the pyramid, we have the people worth over $1 billion, the 0.001%.
One day, we will be on that peak. We will be at the very tippy top, and then we'll give it all away.
These people have so much money they can literally change the world. Save the kids? Done. Create your own space program? Done. Dinner with the president? You are the president. You don't fly business, you buy the business. When you get pet supplies from Amazon, you mean the rainforest. And when you say, hey babe, how about I drive this time? You're talking to the car. If you look at the absolute top, Jeff Bezos recently overtook Bill Gates, and to be as rich as the two of them, you would have to earn about $5,000 every minute you were alive. They even said themselves, I don't think I could even spend the money if I tried.
I don't think they're trying hard enough. I can just imagine so many things that I can buy. No, I know a lot of people say once you have that money, you'll get bored, but the world is so vast and so massive, like, I don't think I could be bored just because I would be so addicted to traveling.
Fucking amateurs. Now with the pyramid capped off, if we step back, it does seem like the implication here is that your life gets better the more money you have, which brings about the age-old question of, does money buy you happiness? And from what I've looked at, I think the best explanation is that money won't buy you happiness, but it can make problems go away that make you unhappy. Like when you go to take money out of your bank account and get charged a fee because there's no money in your bank account. When you buy tickets online, you have to pay extra for doing all the work yourself. With that said, I wanted to end it at that point, but I showed my friend and she said, is that it? Is it just first world countries? What about the rest of the world? And you know, like they say, you can't make your sneakers and wear them too. The good news is that my demographics show that there aren't many people in third world countries watching my videos. They don't have internet. So we'll worry about that another time.
Beautiful. I love how that ended because he's right. Like the odds that somebody in a third world country is going to be able to watch this video or that video is so small. You're just not there yet. It's almost as if you were to make a video about cars for people who are not interested in cars. It just wouldn't work. But yeah, okay, so that was the levels of wealth casually explained. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave a comment down below about what else you want to see. First video back in a while, so kind of getting used to getting back into the rhythm of things. That's it for today, and I will see you guys on the next one. Have a beautiful day, you beautiful people. All right, peace out. Deuces.